Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to another English class here on Verbling.com. My name is Lisa, and I'm one of the English teachers here in Verbling. And in this hour, we're going to have another reading class. We just read about the obesity problem in children and how Puerto Rico wants to try to deal with that. And so we read that article, and in this hour, we're going to read another article, completely different topic. The topic is about a blind boy who lives in Australia, and he was frustrated because he couldn't see how much money he had received as a present, as a gift, and so he started a proposal to change the money of Australia so that blind people could understand when they're holding it how much money they're holding in their hands. So this is interesting new change. Funny that they didn't think of that before, but very interesting that a young boy prompted this or caused this to happen. So, hi, Greg.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. How's England?
Just spending time here, try to find a job. Today,
Oh,
another trip around the agency and came back with nothing, several
oh,
signatures, and that's all.
yeah. Are you looking for a specific type of job or just any type of job?
Any type of job, and it's
Mm.
not the easiest place to find it.
Yeah, I understand. That's tough. Um, are you going to keep trying in the same town or maybe try another town or something or?
No. Probably I'll be. I made this decision that it doesn't matter if I will find a job or not, but I'll
Mhm.
probably at the end of the year I'll be leaving to Poland.
Oh, return back to Poland?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Will it be easier for you to get a job there?
Yes, probably because I have this, my education will be, one of the things that will be advantages when I'll be looking for a
Oh,
job.
I see. Okay. All right, good. How long have you been in England so far?
Since 2012,
Oh,
Ju
okay.
July.
So almost 3 years, 2.5 years or so?
Uh, about 2.5 years.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, well, we're going to be reading this, but why don't we just talk a little bit before, so see if other people join in. I think Verbling messed up my class or something because I wasn't going to teach this class until the next hour, but they moved it to this hour. Oops. And now it's there are a lot of other classes happening as well. So hold on, lots of noises there.
Yeah.
But the phone's going off. Hold on. Turn that off. Okay. All right. Okay. So, what other things are happening in your life?
Not too many things.
No?
I wake up every day. I try to find something. Later I grab some um, texts created by speech pathologist and pronouncing it for 2 or 3 hours, and later, join to Verbling and
Mhm.
grab grab a pen sometimes,
Mhm.
write down a couple of words in Spanish, and still every day is quite similar.
You're studying Spanish too?
Actually, not so Spanish. I'm making for fun that because I still see some words that are similar in Spanish and English, and sometimes I just write down the word, and sometimes it's just quite easy to remember because what is similar, or maybe just stay in my head, in my mind.
Yeah.
So that would be a great satisfaction if in the next year I will have enough vocabulary to just start speaking to say a couple of simple sentences.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that will be. So, where you're living in England, I can't ever remember the name, but what size of a town is it? How big is it?
Um, it's quite big. It's probably 5 times more people. I'm not exactly the. We can check this out. Actually, there's
Oh,
5
okay.
times people live there than in my previous city.
Oh,
Because
in Poland.
yeah,
Huh? Oh, is it Kingston upon Hull?
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Let's see. It says here. Oh, it doesn't tell me. 25 miles inland from the North Sea.
Yeah.
How did you get there? Why did you choose that particular place?
Uh, my previous city. My father worked here.
Oh, okay. So you came to him. Is it kind of like a shipbuilding area or something, or?
There are some ships in this area. There's a port, which is quite funny because you cannot really swim in this place. You have to go uh, behind the city somewhere else to really to swim.
Oh.
I'm not sure. Probably you cannot,
Mm-hmm.
grab. How do you call it if you want to catch the fish?
Fishing? If you want to
Yeah,
go.
fishing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. So is there a lot of traffic coming in from boats, ferries, or boats coming in there?
Yeah, there's some kind of problem. I usually not there's like bridges accessible bridges around it in this that are the way to the city. There's
Uh-huh.
ships somewhere else, but actually not too many jobs to be honest.
Huh.
The most typical places that I see, which is there are many stores, but what is quite interesting, this place has
Mm-hmm.
many meat factories, fish factories, and this kind of things.
Yeah.
So generally, food. Food is
Food
probably.
production. Oh, okay. Interesting. So not
I'm
not like
not check. I didn't check what they wrote in Wikipedia. This is for my experience. What
Mhm.
they offer me. And
Yeah. Well, it's about 250, a little over 250,000 people. So yeah, it's not a small town. It's pretty big, but yeah, it depends on what kind of economy they have there. Is it a tourist town at all? Do people come there for tourism?
how to say? I mean, I there are some museums and things like that, but I'm never really. I wasn't really interested to visit any of these places. So I
Yeah.
just because I'm not, to be honest, type of traveler that you go to this place. Oh my God, I'm gonna see this building because that would be amazing.
Yeah.
No, I don't care.
You don't care about that tourist stuff. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and read here. We'll be able to read it pretty quickly. It's just us. And also, if it's just us, what can happen is we can just turn this class into whatever you want to talk about. If there's something that you're working on, or you have questions, or you want to practice talking about a certain topic, then we can
Okay.
do that. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'll read a little bit at a time, and I'm going to read a lot at a time, actually, and then you can read a lot at a time, too. Okay, so this is the Blind Boy's Quest. The title is Blind Boy's Quest Prompts Australia to Plan Tactile Cash. All right, so you can also tell me what you don't understand, and so I can explain. But prompts means it's the reason why. So his quest, his thing that he was going for, is what prompted or what made Australia make a plan to create tactile, which means touch. So you can touch it and see. Cash is the money. All right?
Yep.
Okay. It started with frustration at Christmas, says Connor McLeod, 13. Blind since birth, he couldn't tell how much money he'd been given, so he started a petition. And now the Reserve Bank of Australia says it will create bank notes with tactile features to help visually impaired people tell the difference between denominations. McLeod explains to Australia's ABC network what prompted him to act. I didn't touch notes because it was really annoying and embarrassing that I couldn't differentiate between them. But I could differentiate coins, so I used to go around with only coins in my wallet, getting stuff from the canteen with them. And then it just sort of hit me that my life isn't going to be all coins. So I thought I'd better make things a little easier and easier for others as well. All right, why don't you read all that?
Okay. Blind Boy's quest prompts Australia to plan tactical cash. It started with the frustration at Christmas, says Conor McLeod. Sorry, how do I pronounce it?
Yeah, it's, I would say McLeod.
McLeod.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13, blind since birth. He couldn't tell how much money he'd been given, so he started a petition, and now the Reserve Bank of Australia says it will create banknotes with tactile features to help visually impaired people to tell the difference between denominations. McLeod explains to Australia's ABC network what prompted him to act. I didn't touch notes because it was really annoying and embarrassing that I couldn't differentiate between them. I couldn't differentiate coins, so I used to go around with the only coins in my wallet, getting stuff from the canteen with them. And then it just sort of hit me that my life isn't going to be all coins, so I thought I'd better make things a little easier and easier for others as well.
Good. I'm going to see if I can change this. Can see it. There we go. Okay. All right. So it started with frustration. So he was frustrated. At Christmas time, frustrated means you're like upset. You know, you don't like what's happening. So he is blind and he couldn't tell. So he couldn't really understand how much money he had been given because it was in banknotes, or we just call it dollar bills here. It's a banknote. So he started a petition. So a petition is like trying to get everybody to sign on your name, saying like, you know, we want this to happen or something like that. So now the Reserve Bank, which is probably like the central bank of Australia, is going to create banknotes with tactile features. So again, tactile meaning touch, so things that you can touch to help visually impaired. So visually impaired might be blind, but we have different degrees of visual impairment. So they might not be, you know, totally blind, but it can help anybody who has trouble with their vision to tell the difference. So yes, to tell the difference, to be able to distinguish between the denominations. That's the difference, like 1, 5, 10, 20. That's what we call a denomination. Let's see, what prompted him? So to prompt somebody means to cause. You know, what caused him to do this, to act this way? And so he explains it was really annoying and also embarrassing. Like he didn't like the fact that he couldn't, you know, tell how much money he was holding in his hands, only just with coins. Canteen, I explained this in the last article we read. Canteen is we call that a cafeteria. So like we have a school cafeteria or a workplace cafeteria. But in England, I think they use the canteen more. In Australia too. Canteen. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So he did, but he realized. He says it just sort of hit me, like when something hits you, it's not literal, but it's like you make a realization, like you have a realization, like, oh my God, like I can't really keep going on this way, you know. I can't just have coins in my whole entire life. So he wanted to make a change. All right. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, good. Yeah, we just got started, so we're just reading about this blind boy who had a petition, and he wants to, or he has convinced the Australian government to print new types of money so that blind people can feel and know. Okay. Yeah. All right, so I'll continue. The teenager has been pushing for features such as raised markings that can help blind people quickly determine the difference between bills. He says existing features such as different sizes for different denominations aren't enough. More than 57,000 people signed an online petition that McLeod, I don't really know that name, McLeod. My names are sometimes weird. You can say McLeod or McLeod. And his mother, Allie Lancaster, started last year. Discussing her son, Lancaster wrote that he is always fighting for the little things that will give him the same chance as everyone else. Okay, Ken.
The teenager has been pushing for features such as raised markings that can help blind people quickly determine the difference between bills. He says existing features such as different size for different denominations aren't enough. More than 57,000 people signed an online petition that MacLeod and his mother, Ali Lancaster, started last year. Discussing her son, Lancaster wrote that he's always fighting for the little things that will give him the same chance as everyone else.
Okay, I just looked it up. It says McLeod. McLeod.
MacLeod.
Somebody said it's like this. MacLeod. McLeod.
MacLeod.
All right, so now we know. Okay. All right, so he has been pushing for. So when you push for something, it means you're trying to make it happen. So you're trying to convince other people about something. So it's what he wants to happen. So he's pushing for these features to happen. Raised marking. So, of course, if you're blind, having something come off of the page, that's called raised marking. That helps you use your fingers to determine what it is, and that will help them quickly understand the difference between the bills. I guess right now there are some existing features that they do have already, but mainly they're just the size, it sounds like. We don't have any of this really in the United States. We have pretty similar bills. They're just green mostly, and we have a little bit of color on some of them, the newer versions, but we don't have different sizes. So that's one difference, but apparently it's not enough, so it doesn't really help. Okay, so a lot of people signed the online petition. Probably can see it right there. And his mother's just describing him as somebody who's always fighting for, so always wanting to have the same chances as everybody else. So he's 13 years old. He's been blind since birth, but he wants to be, treated like everybody and have the same opportunities to live a normal life. That's kind of the idea. Being able to tell the difference between bank notes would help her son and more than 300,000 other visually impaired Australians be independent and avoid being defined by their disability, Lancaster wrote. She also mentioned that Note Printing Australia, an enterprise owned by Australia's Reserve Bank, includes tactile features on money it prints for other countries such as Chile, Mexico, and Thailand. Okay. Greg? Greg, your microphone's muted.
Okay, because I'm switching tab, I probably use the
keyboard.
Oh,
okay, sure.
For switching the tabs. Okay, being able to tell the difference between banknotes would help her son and more than 300,000 people, all other visually impaired Australians, be independent and avoid being defined by their disability, Lancaster wrote. She also mentioned that Note Printing Australia, an enterprise owned by Australia Reserve Bank, includes tactile features on money it prints for other countries such as Chile, Mexico, and Thailand.
Yeah. So again, being able to tell the difference. So to tell the difference, to distinguish between. So this is a good expression here, to tell the difference between two different things or more than two different things. So that's how we say between.
It can be used in a typical formal text to tell the difference, or it is more like a, I don't know.
Yeah. You can, because in English what we try to do is not keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So that's why we use like phrasal verbs and different types of expressions. So yeah, you could say like, well, the more like academic term or higher level term would be distinguished, but you don't want to keep using it over and over and over in your article. So to tell the difference is totally acceptable too. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, no problem. Yeah, this is this is from NPR. So it's not a research project or an academic, but it's not like a slang article or anything. So yeah. So to tell the difference between two or more things, that's how we talk about it. So of course, people who are visually impaired, they want to be independent. So they don't want to have to count on other people helping them. How much money do I have? Not to mention, like, somebody could rob you or tell you a lie or something like that. So they want to be able to live independently and avoid being defined by their disability. So when you're defined by something, it means like that's how people see you. That's how you see yourself. So they don't want to see themselves just as blind people who can't do certain things. They don't want that. Okay, so let's see. This is interesting, I thought, because this is an enterprise or a business or a company that's owned by Australia Reserve Bank, but they're printing money for other countries. I didn't realize that that could happen. I thought every country probably just printed their own money. But I guess some countries already have these tactile features. Tactile meaning, again, touch. Okay, that's interesting. Last November, MacLeod, who lives in New South Wales, made the case for tactile features at a meeting with the Reserve Bank of Australia. The federal agency recently announced that the next generation of Australian bank notes will include a tactile feature to assist people with a vision impairment. It did not provide details about the feature. Australia's money currently includes features such as bright colors and large numbers to help those with vision problems determine what bills they're seeing. Okay, Ken.
Last November, MacLeod, who lives in New South Wales, made case for tactile features at meeting with the Reserve Bank of Australia. The federal agency recently announced that the next generation of Australian banknotes will include tactile features to assist people with vision impairment. It did not provide detail about the feature. Australia's money currently includes features such as bright colors and large numbers to help those with vision problems determine what bills they are seeing.
Yes. Okay. All right. So it's kind of saying the same kind of thing over and over here. So they met. He got to meet with them, and to assist just means to help people, but they did not provide details. So they're not going to tell you exactly how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it. And this is interesting. They already have some features of the bright colors. So a lot of people like bright colors. That helps you differentiate between different bills, and also large numbers. So that obviously helps people, to determine what they're looking at. In the U.S., we don't have much of this. In the U.S., the Treasury Department has been reviewing changes that would help blind and visually impaired Americans tell the difference between U.S. banknotes, all of which have the same weight, shape, and size. Back in 2011, the agency said that raised tactile features were one possible solution. But the Treasury also recommended a currency reader device, which it unveiled last month as the iBill Talking Banknote Identifier. The agency also says that 2 free mobile apps, iNote on the Apple iOS platform and the iDeal Currency Reader on the Android-based platform, had been downloaded by more than 20,000 times. Okay, interesting. Okay, great. Your microphone.
Okay.
Yep, I can hear you.
In the US, the Treasury Department has been reviving changes that would help blind and visually impaired Americans tell the difference between US banknotes, all of which have the same weight, shape, and size. Back in 2011, the agency said that raised tactile features were only one possible solution, but the Treasury also recommended a currency reader device, which it unveiled last month as the I-bill token banknote identifier. The agency also says that two free mobile apps, iNote on the Apple iOS platform and the Ideal Currency Reader on the Android-based platform, had been downloaded more than 20,000 times. Sorry.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, good. All right, so they have been, or the Treasury Department has been, reviewing changes. So when they're reviewing something, it means they're looking over it, they're discussing it, making up their mind, what they might do to change the U.S. bank notes, which, like I said, they're all basically the same. We do have some new bills that have some color on them, but before that, they were all just green, and we called them greenbacks. Was one of the first names of currency a long time ago. Okay, so raised tactile features, one possible solution, one possibility, but apparently technology is also coming to the rescue, you could say. They unveiled, so they uncovered, or they showed for the first time that they have this I-bill talking banknote identifier, and there are also some other free mobile apps, so for your phone, that can read the bill that you have. So apparently, that's interesting. I might take a look at that. The Treasury's review follows a successful lawsuit by the American Council of the Blind, which has long argued for redesigning U.S. notes. But it may be a while before any dramatic changes are rolled out. The process for redesigning Federal Reserve notes is complex and time-intensive, the federal agency said last month. Notes with any new features are not expected to be in circulation before 2020. Okay. Ken?
Yeah, the Treasury review follows a successful lawsuit by the American Council of the Blind, which has long argued for redesigning U.S. notes, but it may be a while before any dramatic changes are rolled out. The process for designing Federal Reserve notes is complex and time-intensive. The federal agency said last month, notes with any new features are not expected to be in circulation before 2020.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try to show a picture here. Where are the pictures? Oh man. So let me see, Ken. Let me see if I can find a picture of Japanese banknotes. What kind of big features do they have?
Yeah, I found a picture of the tactical point of Japanese banknotes. Okay, copy and paste.
You want to show it?
Oops, it takes time. My computer slows. Oh my god. Okay, I got copy and paste. Probably yes. Oops. This one.
Let's see.
I checked the banknotes and
I can't see
this
it.
kind of feature. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you sharing your screen, or are you pasting?
In the chat box. Copy and paste.
Oh, put it in the group chat.
Okay. As you can see, yeah, these are the banknotes, and right-hand side and left-hand side tactical point exist. I checked that now.
Wait, are you? I don't see a link still.
Really? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go. I go to Google chat. Yes. This
Yeah.
one.
Okay. There. All right. So I'm gonna open up that. All right. Oh, okay. That's an image there. Yeah. Okay. So that's like on the bottom right-hand corner.
Yes, and left-hand corner too. Different design and more bigger one and different textile.
Oh, interesting. So, wow, that's interesting. How blind people can tell the difference too. So is that something that's been on the Japanese banknotes for a while, or is it new?
I think maybe more than 10 years ago, probably 80s or 90s. Probably, I'm not sure. Yeah, when the new type of banknotes was released.
Okay. Well, those is this the current one right here? Is that what it looks like? No.
Mm, mm, I forgot Japanese.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's the past.
That's the
Different parts are here on my bill, on my notes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can see. Oh my gosh, why isn't it easy to look? Find some images. All right, I'll go to just images. Okay, so this is a new one right here.
This is a new one. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So is it just the tactile features right here on the right and the left
Yes.
corners?
Left, and you can see the left, lower left side, 600. This is the textile.
Tactile.
Textile different. Yeah, tactile. Yeah.
Oh,
These are
okay.
the textiles.
Oh, okay. So a couple of different types of things. Wow. So with the banknotes, how many different banknotes are there in Japan?
And now, officially 4, but 3. Usually, banknotes are 3 different types.
What are the
Kind of this 5,000 type and
Oops.
1,000, 5,000, 100,000.
Oh, really? 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000?
Yes, 10,000.
That's it, just 3.
Yeah, 2,000 yen is available, but nobody using that. It
Wow,
disappeared
that's pretty
on the
simple.
market now. Yeah.
That's simple then. So how many coins are used in Japan?
Coins, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, probably 6. Yeah, 6.
These ones right here?
Yes, this one, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe.
7.
Oh,
Sorry.
wait, well, no. This says old. That's,
Older than you. Okay.
yeah, old and new. Okay, 6. Oh, okay. So 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, and 500. Wow. So what is the price of something like a cup of coffee?
Cup of coffee nowadays in convenience 7-Eleven store $1.
But in yen.
And yeah, $1 in American dollar. And the current rate of dollar and yen is around 100. 100 yen equal to $1.
Okay, so a cup of coffee would be 100 yen.
Yes.
So you would pay with a coin, mostly.
Yeah, prepaid card.
Wow. So do you carry around a lot of coins then?
No, usually nowadays, shops and companies tie up and they urge customer to use prepaid card
Credit cards.
to
Okay.
get a customer. Yeah, not credit card, prepaid card.
Oh, prepaid. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do they
So-
charge you money for that prepaid card?
Yes, I can charge the money in prepaid card in the shops or convenience stores or
Yeah.
machines
But
or kind of people using the kind of virtual coins currency in their cell phone or smartphone. That's also quite popular.
so when you talk about prepaid cards, are you talking about these like for specific shops and stuff?
Yes, shops and company tie up. This card is for 7-Eleven or other shops, and this card for the other convenience stores and other shops, such
Right.
or gas station. Such kind of tie up are nowadays popular or common now.
That's popular. What about using a credit card? Is that popular? Just use.
Actually, less popular in America. In America, I saw a lot of people pay on the credit card, but
Yeah, everything.
it's,
Put everything
it's
on the
not,
credit.
yeah, it's not so common in a supermarket. Most people paying on cash or such prepaid card or kind of cell phone coin or some cash or something like that. Not so
Oh,
many people using credit card actually.
uh-huh. Yeah, a lot of people use credit cards, and these prepaid cards are more for, we call them gift cards actually, so it's more common for people to buy people these for gifts, and also maybe like kids, like if they don't have a credit card, then they can make some cash or something and then go buy one of these at the store and then buy things online or something. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, in the past it was like that, but nowadays company tie up,
Huh?
and one prepaid card can be used more variety kind of shopping for the
Aha.
shop. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
or it can be used in a subway or a train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's say, Greg, in England, are they still using pounds or euros?
Pounds. They using pounds, and I think it is the best decision because they can control this currency when the economy is going, there are problems.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They have the ability to control it. In Poland, we keep it our own currency because we don't want to. We made the trick that we just delay the crisis for another couple of years. So it's
Mm.
a big advantage if you have like a national bank and you can, politician, you know, can make the pressure on them to make some kind of decision to just simply help survive the economy, even if there's trouble.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the British policy, but it works in this way in our country, so it probably works here. That they don't have a crisis there. What what I remember that I was checking the price of the Apple keyboard because I spilled another tea on the Apple keyboard and
Oh no. Yeah.
all those prices. So I remember this. I think $60 in $60. It was like a 40 pounds or something like that. But this time I would definitely buy something. This cover, plastic cover or silicone cover to just
Oh, good.
protect
Yeah.
the
Right.
keyboard. Probably the smartest decision.
Yeah. It doesn't look like the British pound has any tactile features. Do you know if it does or?
How to say? Maybe we can check this information, but I didn't check. I know that they make some changes in the currency in Poland, but they're making the changes in the British currency. I don't know. Probably they have something.
Yeah. I mean, I know they have, it looks like they have specific things, features that, for hard to make it difficult to copy, to counterfeit the money, like different colors, different shapes, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have the different shapes.
right. It's very
But
colorful. Yeah. So in England, all they have is 5, 10, and 20, and 50.
with the 50, there is a problem because if you gave someone 50,
Yeah.
it is, they will be start checking if it's not, copy printed on someone printers because they don't trust people. In some places, like I heard in London, you can pay, you can just give 50 if you paid for something. But what is happening here? You can go to a bank and you can ask about the 50 pounds, but people won't be happy if you want to use it in a shop.
Wow, this is interesting. And when you check it out, it moves. The numbers move. You can. It says there's a motion thread, and so it has 5 windows. And when the note is tilted from side to side, the images move up and down.
Yeah, I didn't check that.
That's pretty cool. So that's one way to check, I guess, to see if it's counterfeit or if it's real. Is that a problem in England, counterfeiting money?
No, I don't say counterfeit because I didn't understand the word.
Okay, counterfeit means making fake money, making a copy.
I don't know. I didn't check that information, to be honest, if it is found or not. But probably, I don't know how to say. I don't have the knowledge. I know that Polish banknotes, it's really hard. Polish bill, it's really hard to copy.
Oh, okay, let me look at those. Are those pretty colorful too?
Yeah, probably. What's
Are these the new ones here?
Yes, that are the new ones. The name of the kings. First it is with the prince.
Mm-hmm.
1,000 above 1,000 years ago. That is the
Oh.
first. Yeah, so we have a kings on our
Yeah.
bill.
Uh-huh.
What is interesting, if you look at the Wikipedia, they
Yeah.
make special bills. With,
If you have a link.
I think you previously used on the previous page. If you just go back to that, just okay, one more time, just press.
Here.
Yeah, click here, scroll down, and at the bottom there's an on the bottom there's some information about the collections. So we have with the Pope. What is interesting, we have with this chemist, popular chemist, Maria Skłodowska Curie. She was Polish.
Yeah.
And there are other things that they are printing probably more interesting.
Those are the commemorative ones. Okay. Yeah, commemorative. When you commemorate somebody, it's like you remember. Remember them. Yeah. Well, it's interesting looking at these because they have a lot of different features. It's not a very good picture.
Yeah, it's quite hard to copy. It's probably the expert says it is really it's one of the hardest probably bills that you can you cannot really just copy.
Yeah, it looks like it because they have like the shapes, the circle, the diamond, the plus sign here. So they have shapes, the different amounts, and then the different figures, the different colors. So, yeah.
I remember when we have the old ones that are presented on this page, and the old people says, "Oh my God, he's 7, 8 years old, and I still say like 2,000 złotych or something like that." And at 20, because that was the moment that we completely removing old banknotes and we replacing by the new banknotes. And what was interesting that the kids didn't have the problem. If someone was 30, 40, or 50, they're confused.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's here's what our ones. These we call them. Like I said, we call them. It's not a very good picture. But we have some old ones. This is an old $100 bill, which you can see was nothing special. I mean, it's just all green. Everybody is complaining about it because, around the world they have really cool colors and stuff like that. But in the United States, it's always been just green. But here's the new one, so it's a little bit more colorful, but not much. But it has a lot of those different things. Like it has this line, this blue line that has numbers on it, 100, and some different features about it. But
just a simple question.
Yeah.
Do you have this discussion that maybe you should remove the coins 1 cent or 2 cents because the producer always tried to convince you that it's cheaper if it costs you $1.99.
Yes, we do. We definitely have that debate, and people are always wanting to talk about getting rid of. Those are called pennies. I'm not sure why it's hard to get a. These are Canadian. I put in U.S. Oh, not coins. Okay, U.S. coins. All right. So here are our coins that we use in the United States. So yes, over here on the left we have the penny. And that's just 1 cent. So a lot of people want to get rid of the penny because they don't like carrying pennies around.
Some people, there was an argument that it doesn't make any sense to produce, 1 million of one, in Poland we call it grosz, but it really, if we were thinking about US, it makes more sense to produce 1 million of 2 cents instead of 1 million of 1 cent and stuff like that, because the cost of the production will be lower. I don't know that.
Yes, I've read that too. I was trying to see if I could see that, but yeah, apparently, well, even here, a $1 and a $2 bill costs almost 5 cents. A $5 bill costs almost 11 cents. So yeah, I've read that the penny is not worth it. So I don't know. I've definitely heard that, but I don't know if it's true or not. But apparently Canada has dropped their pennies, so they don't use pennies anymore. Yeah. I don't know. What about in Japan, Ken? Do people not like the smaller amount of coins?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I consume a small amount of coin in gas station.
Mm.
Gas, it's kind of nowadays gas stations tend to be automatic, so
Oh.
I put a lot of coin to the machine to reduce,
Yeah.
kind of small, yeah. Because if I didn't do that, coin just accumulate in my wallet. Because I
Sure.
usually use prepaid card or something in the shop, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's gas station is a rare chance to use coin to me now.
Right.
What with the vending machine in Japan?
Vending machine is you kind of fixed price, so uh, usually one can of beverage is 120 yen. So I can consume 100 coin and two pieces of 10 yen coin.
Oh,
So but yeah, so other coin I cannot use that then or I can use bill
you can
into
use a
then
bill. Yeah.
or people nowadays kind of use cell phone or smartphone to buy these kind of thing. They just
How does that
scam
work?
they just scam the sensor of
Mm.
their cell phone or mobile smartphone.
But then does it come out of their bank or like onto a credit card, or how do you pay for it?
Maybe they need to put the money on the on their cell phone in
Oh, okay.
convenience store or something. I'm not using that, so I didn't know.
Oh.
I don't know so much about it, but yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Wow,
good.
that's a cool feature. You have a cell phone, you can use the vending machine to buy something.
Yeah, that's possible. And sometimes vending machine talks like "welcome" or something. So that's another thing.
Wow. Wow. So here in this picture that we're looking at here, in this vending machine, you can buy sodas, you can buy
Yeah,
water. What is this at
yeah.
the top? What is that?
And you can see the dog mark picture.
Yeah.
That's a kind of prepared card. The one type of prepared card. So this seal shows what type of prepared card or payment style you can use
Yeah,
in
right.
this machine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And another thing maybe red wine is hot coffee, hot
Oh,
canned coffee.
wow.
Yeah. And blue wine is ice beverage, iced beverage. I mean,
I see. Wow. Wow, cool. So it's pretty high tech. So here's some. So is this common to see vending machines just on the street or something? Or
yes, very common, typical. So
really?
some people argue that because vending machine consume a lot of electricity, so especially right after nuclear power plant accidents,
Mm.
maybe vending machine Tokyo only consume one nuclear power point amount of electricity.
Oh.
Yeah, it's convenient, but it consumes a lot of electricity actually.
What's
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is that a
I
robot?
think the robot is fake, I think, for the event or something. I've never seen this kind of thing.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And you can get even some bananas from it.
Yeah, or eggs, or yeah,
Eggs.
vegetables. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wow, it's really convenient, fast stuff then, huh?
Yeah.
but in general, it's expensive, so I prefer you buy it and these things on supermarket actually.
Wow. Yeah. What about in England? Because I don't see vending machines like that in the United States.
I see them in the theater mostly,
Yeah.
and in the workplaces are quite popular. So you usually go to the canteen, and usually you see this vending machines. But
Yeah.
if there's I don't know 2 o'clock, the one of the places that will be open, it will be gas station
Yeah.
and some bars. Doner kebabs are quite popular here, so I see many of them in this place, but I didn't see too many vending machines in a public places. Only usually in theater or in workplaces. I don't know why.
Hmm.
I remember that when I was in university in Poland, it was such a funny situation that you have 2 meters vending machines, 2 meters vending machines, which was crazy.
Yeah.
And you go to the basement to just leave the jacket, and there's 5 vending machines. Why do you need 5 vending machines?
Right. Really.
Yeah.
Look at this one. It says vending machines, Japan, USA. Enough said. Pictures say it all. So here in Japan, no problem. Here they're behind bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that all of the vending machines are behind bars, but certainly in some neighborhoods or some areas, they do put the vending machines behind bars because sometimes some kids or something, they try to get money out of them, or they try to break them and get the sodas or something out of them. Have you ever seen it like that in Japan, Ken, where they put them behind bars?
Not so common here. That's why a lot of vending machine on the street.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because they're safe.
Personally, sometimes I hate these vending machines. I remember I have a change. I want to think I have a full pocket of the change, so I put the money, and what I see on the screen that doesn't show me the amount of money, but I put some coins, and later I just put £2, and later where's the change? There's no change, and so this kind of things happen with these machines. I remember I put a coin, just a 5, and okay, that was a different situation because that was advantage of this kind of things that I put coins 2, and what I left, there's a 3. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I have more money on the bigger Coke.
Yeah. So, Ken, what's happening with the Japanese yen right now? I heard it was kind of going down. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so because current Prime Minister's economic policy kind of fake. I'm worried about the future of Japan.
In what way?
Because he intentionally make this situation with that maybe his policy leads to the kind of the critical period. So yeah, because even before that, many economists criticized his policy, but he did it. So.
Well, I guess it went up though. The dollar is dropping now against the yen a little bit. Is that affecting people just like day-to-day prices, like inflation or anything?
Commodity price is getting higher. Yeah.
What about gas prices? Have they gone down in Japan like they have in the United States?
Yeah, because the kind of how can I say original oil? How can I say in English?
Original oil?
Oil price getting down in the world.
Oil prices are declining. Yeah, crude oil prices. Yeah.
Crude oil prices down, so oil price was decreased, but other commodity price is getting higher. For example, I went to the DVD rental store today. In the past, I can rent a pre-latest film in 100 yen, but all of a sudden they 280 yen. Amazing the price up. I was surprised at it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what they say is the cost of living there. So like milk, 1 liter of milk, 185 yen.
So the current prime minister policy, Japan suffers a long-term deflation. So they intentionally interfere the market and to make an inflation. But the problem is our salary didn't raise up.
Yeah.
So just the commodity price is getting higher. That's caused a big problems.
Yeah, of course. Wow. And what about in England right now, Greg? Are prices going up at all, or staying the same?
Well, I didn't follow the information about the English currency, to be honest. But what is interesting that the they make some kind of things that everyone has to worry about his pension when it get be older, and they try to there's some. It's for an hour. There's a usually you will pay £6.50, and now it is £6.15. It was in the past. Now it is £6.50. I don't know about the prices. How to say? I didn't follow this situation.
Yeah. Well, the gas prices in the United States have definitely come down. I don't know about other prices of other goods. Probably staying about the same, but it's been pretty amazing. I mean, we had gas prices as low as like under $2.
Yeah, I heard about that. That someone just came back from the US and he was so surprised about the price of gas in Poland.
It's shocking. Yeah, I think the last time I bought gas, I'm up in Washington, so we're in the orange area. So I paid $2.44 is actually what I paid per gallon. So that's pretty cheap. Yeah. Wow. But it's better if you don't need a car. Ken, do you have a car in Japan?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
yes.
you do? Okay. So how much is gas there?
Current price is 130 yen
Per liter.
per liter. Yeah.
So it's more expensive. So.
Yeah, I think it's more expensive than America because.
Yeah, the United States has pretty cheap gas compared to some other places, especially Europe. Is it more expensive because you have more taxes on it? You know?
How to say? Probably there's the taxes in our country are higher, are constantly higher and higher. So I don't know the main reason because I don't have a car. So if I would have a car, I would follow this information. But I don't have it, so usually I don't even know what is the price of the gas. But people sometimes moan usually they moan about the price of the gas because
yeah, it's expensive to own a car for many reasons.
There's some alternatives, but it is quite confusing because I don't know any because it's like different type of fuels. So there's
diesel. Yeah. Right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's always interesting to compare what you guys are paying, what we're paying here in the United States, and try to understand why. What's the difference? Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for coming to class. We're done with our hour. I'm glad you guys showed up. We had a lot of English classes going on this hour, and I think I was supposed to teach next hour, but they switched it, so here I am.
But many strange things happen. I remember that 2 weeks ago I couldn't check the old video from even last video. They fixed it finally, but it was quite annoying that I couldn't check the previous lessons.
Yeah, that's true. They're always making changes to the website, so sometimes it breaks and then they got to fix it. So it's constant. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Take care.